Salutations, good people of Earth. This is Al, aka Dusty Brick Brown, coming to you from the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. This is a comic haul, of course. This is part one of two comic hauls. This one is a few days late and a few cents short, but it is here nonetheless, so I hope you all enjoy it. Part one of this particular haul is from our trip to Dave's Comics and Toys in Fayetteville, Georgia. Shout out to Dave's Comics. So this particular video is going to showcase some of the new books that I got, as well as some back issues, along with one particular slab that I picked up from a second store by the name of Media Mania in Stockbridge, Georgia. Shout out to Media Mania. So I intended on going to Dave's looking for some X-Men books, particularly X-Men Volume 1 and X-Factor Volume 1, because I'm short a few issues of completing the runs for both of those titles for the Volume 1 runs. I didn't find anything. However, I'm sure he has them, and I did walk out of there with a ton of stuff. I may actually do a third video for just some of the back issues that I picked up. Nonetheless, I will be showcasing some of the noteworthy back issues that I got. And mind you, whenever I start showing those books, just keep in mind that they came out of the dollar bin. So I will be showing the new books first. Without further ado, I hope you all enjoy my backdrop. I decided to use my Funko Pops, the most recent ones that I picked up over the last month. My big boy came in about a week and a half ago. This one, the Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, I got this one this past weekend. So shout out to Midnight up there from My Hero Academia and Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho. So hope you all enjoy. So let me begin by showing the first book, Ultra Mega number 1. I picked this book up off the strength that the two characters in the gray or purple and the green kind of remind me of kaiju characters. Also, they kind of put me in mind of the Guyver. If you have ever watched any older Japanese anime, Bio Boosted Armor Guyver, they kind of give me that feel. So I don't know what Ultra Mega is about. All I know is that when I saw this book, I figured I would give it a shot, check it out. It's like $6 or $7, but it's a pretty thick book. So if it's any good, then I'll probably end up picking up another few issues just to see how it ends up. Sorry, Botan. Staying in line with the kaiju, Ultraman, here he comes from the sky. I can hold and know the two folks. Ultraman, The Trials of Ultraman number 1. This book came out about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm a huge fan of kaiju, specifically Ultraman, Godzilla, Space Giants, Spectre Man, you name it. So I grew up watching this stuff. In Marvel, this is the second miniseries that they've actually put out for Ultraman. So I got a couple of the previous books from the first series I need to still pick up, so I figured I would go ahead and get a jump on this one. So I'm hoping that this one is good. Moving right along, X-Men number 18, Black History Month variant. Storm is gracing the cover. I like this cover. Shout out to Fresh Princess, aka Anika on IG. Go check her out. She is a huge Storm fan, and I thought about her when I picked this up. I'm pretty sure she has the book because she loves everything Storm. But anyway, X-Men 18. I'm a collector of the Hickman run. I need to catch up because I am grossly behind as far as reading. But yeah, I figured I would pick this one up. I ended up getting another copy of this a couple of weeks ago, which was the Peach Momoko variant, which I thought was pretty cool. She's kind of hit or miss with her artwork, but that one was pretty cool. So alright, so surprisingly, those were the only new books that I picked up when we went up to Dave's. So everything else that you're going to see is going to be books that we got out of the dollar bin. So just to give you a little insight, he doesn't necessarily have dollar bins. He has $2 bins or $2 boxes. However, if you buy 50 or more, you get each one for $1 a piece, and then if you buy more than 100, you get an even sweeter deal. So we racked up. I know I walked out of there with probably about 100 and maybe 120 books. So I'm not going to show all of them because this video will be about 2 hours long, but I'm just going to show some that I wanted to highlight. The first one being Cato #3. This is from a Now Comics. Never heard of this book up until now. Of course, Cato, aka Bruce Lee. Apparently, and I don't know because I have not done any research on this, but apparently this is, I guess, speaking on the story of Bruce Lee while he played Cato. Needless to say, somebody showed it to me. They know I'm a Bruce Lee fan in the hall. So I went in and picked it up. So I'll be looking for this series, a mini series, whatever it is. Speaking of miniseries, I picked these books up. Again, these came out of the dollar bin because at the end of the day, the books actually equaled less than $1, but I'm just gonna still roll with $1. But I picked up a couple of miniseries. One of the noteworthy ones that I picked up was Flashpoint #1. Flashpoint #2. Make sure that doesn't fall. Flashpoint #3. Do it like this. Flashpoint #4. Sorry about the glare, y'all. I'm trying to get it right for future videos. And last but not least, Flashpoint #5. So I got all 5 of these out of the dollar bin. So, you know, a lot of people, for whatever reason, they're not checking for DC like they are for Marvel. I mean, I'm a fan of both. However, I've actually grown accustomed to The Flash. I've been collecting the Volume 5 series of The Flash after the rebirth, and I thought, or I still think that it's a really good read to this day. So I'm going to keep collecting it as long as it comes out. So staying in line with the miniseries, this fella right here has started to become a hot commodity, along with a few other characters from this imprint. The Milestone imprint in DC was supposed to drop some new books recently with Icon, Hardware, and Static Shock. I've yet to see them, so I don't know if they've actually dropped it, if they pushed it back. But anyway, Static Shock #1. New 52. Static Shock #2. Static Shock #3. Static Shock #4. #5. 6. This one has Hardware in it. #7. And #8. So I got the complete series of Static Shock. I collect the Milestone series. I'm probably short about 16, 17 issues, including that last issue that was drawn by Mobius, which is ridiculously high. It's a $500-600 book, but at some point, hopefully I can find one for a decent price. That way I can complete my run. But this is the 8-issue limited series that they came out with in DC. This was after Milestone folded, and DC actually assimilated a few of the Milestone characters into the DC universe. So moving right along, my homeboy, I picked up some Godzilla variants. Now these aren't dollar bin books. These were actually ratio variants. Godzilla, Gangsters and Goliaths. This is Gangsters and Goliath number 2, black and white variant. Mothra and Godzilla on the cover. I think it's a wraparound cover, but I haven't taken it out of the pack to see. This is also actually Godzilla, Gangsters and Goliath number 1, black and white variant. I also want to say that that's a wraparound too, but I don't know for sure. And it appears that Godzilla is on Monster Island. Godzilla Rulers of Earth. I don't know which number this is because it's not listed. I actually put it in my CLZ app. Shout out to CLZ. But it's another black and white variant. I want to say the monster that Godzilla is fighting is Batra. I'm not quite sure. So if you know, let me know. I want to say it's Batra, but it could have been a new monster created for the IDW series. So I'm switching gears, still staying with Godzilla. Godzilla number 5. This is the Marvel version of Godzilla. This, of course, is, I think, is a 25 or 26 issue series. I am probably short maybe 4 issues before I complete this run. So while up at Dave's, I picked this one up. Now these right here, along with the Godzillas, the black and white variants, these were half off. There were price tags on them that I've taken off. The way Dave works his magic, whenever you see a book with a gold marker on the sticker price, whatever the price is on the sticker is half off on that. So I got Godzilla number 5. Godzilla number 10 with Yetrigar, the biggest Bigfoot of them all. Godzilla number 11, which apparently, I'm assuming that's Yetrigar, whatever his name was. And then it has one of the Shogun Warriors. I can't remember that Joker's name. Godzilla looking like he's like something wrong with him, like he is super deformed in the face. Godzilla number 12. Somebody shot him up in the atmosphere. So those are all the Godzilla books that I picked up. Skipping back to dollar bin stuff because these are books that were out of place, so they should have been with the dollar bin stuff. But I'm not complaining. Master of Kung Fu 100. Picked that one up, the hands of Shang-Chi. If this particular book was any cleaner, I would get it slabbed. I just love the aesthetics of this book. I may even try to find a better copy, not sure. But special double size issue number 100, Master Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, the hands of Shang-Chi. Of course, we all know there's a movie coming out soon, so. This was another dollar bin book. This actually completed the run that I'm looking to complete for this. X-Men and the Micronauts. Micronauts was a toy line back in the 70s and early 80s. And of course, with Marvel having the properties, they decided to use one of their biggest properties at the time to kind of boost comic book sales. So this was the last book that I needed, so I completed that run. Now these next to last books were not dollar bin books. I know I'm skipping all over the place, please forgive me. But this book right here was actually picked up for $15. X-Men 133. Now, I already have a copy of this book, and the reason why I picked this book up was simply because it was 15 bucks. And it's a decent copy. It's got some spine damage, little foldage or whatnot. But if you go on eBay and you look up this book, even mid-grade books for this particular caliber or the quality of this book is selling for anywhere from $40 on up. I want to say it has something to do with Wolverine's first solo story within the pages of Uncanny X-Men. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, it is a book that is apparently being sought after. And I don't think, aside from that, it has any type of relevance or key qualifications. So go ahead and pick that up. And this is the next to last book that I'm going to show. This book I actually saw online a while back. For those who watch the show and for those who follow me on Instagram, IG Dusty Brick Brown, I've been getting a lot of books, which is going to be one of my second videos. Is an AOK that I got from fellow panelist Sean, aka Staple of 1983, and another fine gentleman of the comic book community, Varangian Vigilante. He sent me a Deadpool variant, German Deadpool variant, some time ago, and that German Deadpool variant was an homage to Purple Rain. So when I got it, I graded it. He has another book that he sent me that I'm going to show on the second video that I'm also going to get graded as well. Well, this particular book, I was glancing at it on eBay. Shout out to Larry Crocker for finding it, because he was actually thumbing through some books. So, considering that I have been collecting any variants of Purple Rain, it was cool to get this book. I paid a really good price for it. It is a rare book, but it's not wholly expensive. So, Prince #1. I don't know specifically if this is part of a mini-series or if it was a one-shot, but nonetheless, I had to get it. It is a really clean book, and this is a book that I do plan on getting graded, along with any other Prince Purple Rain variants or whatnot. So I have the Purple Rain poster. So my goal is when I buy a house, have my man cave, I'm gonna have all these slab books positioned around my Purple Rain poster. That's gonna be framed, of course. So shout out to Larry once again for finding this book. Last but not least is the book that I actually got from Media Mania. Now, in addition to everything that I like, I also like Shazam, aka the real Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers is a fraud. Yeah, I said it. Well, anyway, we went up to Media Mania. Shout out to Media Mania in Stockbridge, Georgia, and I actually saw some books. Well, actually, Matt put me on to some books that they had. So they had quite a few Captain Marvel Golden Age books. So I saw one for an affordable price, and I picked it up. I showed it on my IG page, but I am going to show it again. So this is my first Captain Marvel Golden Age book, which is Captain Marvel number 65. It's a 3.5, and it was released September of 1946. I don't know what the heck he's fighting. It says invaders from outer space, but they look like some mutated Mr. Potato Heads with tentacles. Shout out to Comic Book G-Spot because he likes tentacle covers, so this would be right up his alley. But it's a 3.5 Golden Age. Again, I'm a fan of Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, not the fraud. Nonetheless, I'll be going back to Media Mania, picking up some more books. This was very, very, very affordable. 3.5. I don't really care. There's an old saying, or a saying that goes, low grade is better than no grade. So, again, this is man cave material. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for me. Like I said, I got another video that I'm going to be recording And if I actually pull or pick up any new books this week, along with any books I missed last week, then I'll probably be doing a third or maybe even a fourth haul video. But if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and let people know that we're on the scene doing what we can. We love comics. We love talking about comics, and hopefully you all enjoyed this video. But again, this is Al with the Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion, aka Dusty Brick Brown. Wishing you peace, hair grease, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.